Okay, I may have figured this out by stop being confused. So the thing is, we got to do this. So this is from Learn OpenGL, which is awesome. And so I think what we have to do is go into the first text init here in D&D characters. Okay, so we're going to modify this D&D characters, and we're going to go up to another version of it here, because we are going to modify it right now. Excuse me. Where's my... So class D&D alpha 120.h. So in this one, and did we put it in the thing? Yeah. Okay, so in this one, when we go into our init function for the texture, see, it binds the texture right here. So we need to go like this, GL active texture 0, or no, GL texture. How do we do that? GL texture 0. Like that. Right there. So that sets the active texture to 0, and then it binds this texture to texture 0. So then, when we go to render D&D, this, we need to go GL active texture, GL texture 0. And I don't think we need to bind the texture then, because after we do this, bind the vertex, yeah, once we set the active textures. Wait, let me read this. By binding both textures to the corresponding texture unit, and then we call the render function. Oh, okay, hold on. Well, this doesn't matter unless we're drawing more than one at the same time. But let's put it in nonetheless, because eventually I don't know. I don't know. So active texture, because what I found, what I found was I was able to render the D&D, and then on the D&D tiles I was able to render the graphic I'm trying to render on the inventory thing. So yeah, it's a little backwards. So alright, active texture. Let me turn this down so I'm not shouting. I don't think into the microphone. Had another coffee, had a burger. A little bit more clear, I guess. Okay, so active texture, bind texture, right? So now let's go in and see, what did we do? What did I change there? Nothing. What did I change there? Something, doesn't matter because it's broken. We're just going to fix the D&D stuff first, because that stuff was broken. So go into here, hit 3. Okay, so there's the D&D stuff. Okay, that's good. So actually, by coincidence now, do we see on the inventory screen? No. Okay, so that kind of makes sense. So, so what if we set this one to 0, and then we bind that texture? Then we draw. Do we need to do this then? So where does the set int come in? It doesn't do it here anywhere. Actually, we also have to tell OpenGL which texture unit each shader sampler belongs to by setting each sampler using that. But this is only when we're drawing at the same time, too, at the same time. I have 2 separate textures being drawn at separate times. So I don't think I need to do this sampler thing. So let's take that out. We're going to assume texture there. Active texture 0. Can we do that? Even though we did video, yeah. Let's try that thing. Let's try that. I don't think that's going to work. Just because I don't think it's going to work. So Oh wait, there it is. Oh, nice, it worked. So, okay, that works then. So, because in this case, there's only one texture being drawn, and it's going to use texture 0 by default because I'm not setting set int. This one, I could set it to 0 is what would work. And it would give me the same thing, same results, if I understand this correctly now. Yeah, okay. So whatever number you set the sampler to, that is the active texture unit that it's going to sample from. Capiche? I don't think I actually understood that, or maybe I understood it, and I've completely forgotten that because, again, I don't use multiple textures in a lot of my stuff, except for the Space Arena one, which was definitely... I guess I did know it, but boy, I forgot that stuff since working on that. My brain is fried ever since the pandemic lockdown, this whole COVID thing. I don't think I had COVID very much, but I don't know, my brain is fried. Anyways, moving on now, we want to get the texture coordinates working. I'm glad I started streaming because I was just going to not stream and work on this off stream, but I didn't want to do that. So, okay, uncomment, comment, switch it back. Strike that, reverse it. So now we're going to the texture coordinates that are thrown in. GL point coordinate. Okay, so let's just see what that does. There we go. Now we got our flower, and then we have our crystal. Bingo. Bingo was his name-o. Oh, I don't even have the stream up. I don't know if anybody's watching or whatever. Let's see, how do I do that right here? What do we got? Okay, alright, good. Okay, no viewers. That is great. That is fine. I'm not in it for viewers. We're in it to make games. Okay, so that works great. Let's take this out. That was great. It's great. Okay, that was just the first step. Next step. What we want to do is in the inventory class. Okay, so there's that. Now we want to draw with nanoVG. Okay, so let's go to ChatGPT here. ChatGPT. Okay, new chat, whatever. Okay. Let's close. We'll keep that one open because that's a 4.0, but I think I'm just going to go with this one. Excuse me. It's cooling down. It feels better. Okay, so next in my inventory class, I need to render text with nanoVG. And didn't I have it loaded already in main? The nanoVG stuff, isn't that up here? Algorithm, functional, no. Or no, it's already included here, and then I've got, where is it? Isn't there like a nanoVG include somewhere? I don't think I put nanoVG in this yet. Okay. Okay, what was the function, what was the project that I did? Hold on. I did nanoVG right here. Show me the project. What are you doing? Oh, you're setting up the music. Okay, what is this called? Sprite Test 03. Okay, copy that. Sprite Test 03. Sprite Test 03. Let's open that up. Open Sprite Test 03. Okay, so then I need to do this STB image. Okay, so we need to include this. So for those of you interested in nanoVG, this is setting it up into my project right now. Whoops, goes in main. So let's put it just like that, directly below STB. Okay, now let's ask ChatGPT. Okay, so next in my inventory class, I need to render text with nanoVG. I have I have 2 of the inventory points, boxes or slots, displaying the background image for that particular inventory item. One is a flower, the other is a crystal. I need to render flower and let's see what it does. Boop boop, look at it, spitting it out. Okay. Boy, it's going. Okay, we done? Okay, it's done. Let's go look. Okay, so to render text with nanoVG in your view, follow these steps, including necessary headers, blah blah. Initialize the nanoVG context and font. Okay. Replace font name with the desired name for your font file path with the path to the font file you want to use. Right. So what did I do in the sprite test 3? Initialize nanoVG load a font. This is giving me some serious subclass issues right now, but I'm just going to include it. Brute force into the inventory class. Okay, so MVG create your image context, load a font, default fonts ink free. That looks fine. Okay, so inventory class. So let's do this separate, and actually what we can do later is just take these functions out, which is not a big deal. So let's go void inventory 1, and we're just going to call this I sub init nano. Init nano, that's what we're going to call it. So initialize nanoVG, VG context. Okay, return. We don't need that. What's this doing? Return. Terminate. If it doesn't work, let's just print an error. nanoVG initialize error. Because I don't want terminate or return in there. Load a font. If font equals -1, we can do that. But let's put a printf in here just for printf. Font load error. Boop boop bop beep bop boop. I get that from Richard. Okay. So that's good. Then we'll just go here. Void I init. That's good. That's so good. Inventory, what do you think? Does that feel good? So initialize there, we got all that. Okay, so there's init nano. And for the inventory, we can put that in the main. Init text, init data, init VABO. Okay, so let's just put that down here. Space in GUI 1 dot I slash init nano. Boop bop beep. There we go. Okay, let's compile that. Make sure we didn't get any weird errors or anything going on. Does it work? Does it work? I think it works. Okay. Nothing out of the ordinary. Inventory still shows. Beautiful. beautiful. Okay. Much better. Much better. Okay. Replace the font name. We did that. Okay, render the text in your render function. Oh, in your render functions. Yeah, I like that. I like that. So VT, window width, window height, pixel ratio. Oh, begin frame. Begin nanoVG frame. Window width, window height, pixel ratio. What did we do? Oh, what did we do in this one here? Get frame buffer size. Clear the screen. Width, height 1.0. So that's in the main loop. So we're doing this whatever, yeah, because the frame buffer could, okay, all right. It's probably not going to most of the time, but that's fine, let's just do that. Render text using nanoVG, blah, 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 and frame. Okay, so we can actually just call this, okay, let's just take all this out. Okay, good. And then that's the cleanup. All right, that's fine. Where are we going? Where are we going? So now we'll go void I render nano. I'm going to make this a separate function because, again, I want to be able to pull this out later when I do my own special little. Once I get, because I think I'm going to like nanoVG. I'll make my own classes for it and stuff. So there's that. We don't need the clear screen stuff because we're going to be in the middle of drawing. Window, get frame buffer size. Oh, okay, so maybe we can do that. When we call render nano, because, okay. Okay, so when we call the render nano, we need to send in an instance of the window in order to get, okay. So then the question is, am I going to call this render function within the inventory class, or am I going to call this in main when I... Sorry, I just did a little bit of work out here. I'm sitting on an exercise ball, so the show inventory, oh, it's short enough we could do it here. So render the inventory GUI background inventory for player ship, and then we could just put a, oh, we could just call it separate. Ship. Oh, or we can send it to render, which will just pass it on to the other one. Let's do that. Does that work? Computer, get rid of the squiggly? He doesn't want to get rid of the squiggly. I have to scroll up. I'm forced to scroll up. Computer, it's fine. Squiggly, go away. Don't make me compile. Oh, it's because it's not. Okay, alright, hold on. We can make this quickly go away. So in the render function here, what is it? Is it a GLFW window? And is that a pointer? To accept a window, and then the render function. And then right down here, so we'll draw that stuff first. And then we'll go I render nano. And then are we going to pass it a window like that? And then I render nano needs to also accept it. That I feel like that's clumsy. I feel like I don't want to do that. I feel like no, it feels un-OpenGL-ish. Okay, well then the other option is to do the I render nano separate in the main function. And we're not doing this. Okay, in the main class. Okay, whatever, Jeff. I think that you should not do this. Fix that. And then when you I render nano, then you're gonna go GLFW window. Like that. A window is what we're gonna call it. And then right here we'll just go a window. And the I render nano, then we're gonna go GLFW window pointer. And then VG, what's that? Oh, the init. Okay, so this needs to be... And the font probably needs to be... They both need to be... Okay, hold on. And then we're just going to change VG right here instead of declaring it. And then int font, that's it, it's an int. Okay, alright, we're freaking out over an int. Font, let's go like this. I underscore, I'm just on too much coffee, okay. Too much coffee for me, not enough. Okay, I underscore font, VG, everything's good, tickety boo. Alright, moving on. So now this is going to be I underscore. These are VG, that's fine, that's the only time we use that, everything, okay, the window, the pass it in, everything. Okay, so now we just want to call I render nano from main right here. Hold on, we'll take care of you in just a sec. Just less than a second, half a second, we're getting there, we're almost there. I underscore render nano. I spelled it wrong and it still did it. That was cool. Okay, I'm insane. Too much coffee. Okay, did we break anything? Did we break it? Dum bum 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 bum. Nope. What do we got? Hello net, and it works. Okay. Deep breaths. Bum, 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 bum. Wait, what did that say? What was the saying? Error 0000500 after init. What's that from? What's that from? I don't even recall putting that in my thing. Error after init, is that part of this function? Or is that part of this function? Actually, there's a way I could find out. I'm just curious. I'm not really worried about the error because it doesn't actually affect performance, but right now I want to know where that's from. So let's just take that out real quick, although that might mess up this stuff. But I just want to see where that error comes from. from there then. But let's take out the font real quick. I know, this is messed up to do, but do this. Error after net. So it is the VG. Okay, so something's going on with the nanoVG that it's given an error after initialization, but I didn't really change much. See, because all I did was this. If not VG, and that didn't trigger, so this was successful. Okay, I'll grab some orange juice. I'll be right back. Okay, so it shows the Hello Nano VG. What we want to do is just down, maybe we can put underneath. We can just put flower and then crystal. And then, because I'm looking for a common spot here, probably the left corner too. Or we could put flower and crystal up above. Let's try that. Oh, I bet you it's this right here. Let's take this out. Oh wait, let's... I don't want debug. Oh, whoops, I took it out of my Sprite 3 thing. Not out of the thing right here. Take it out of there and see if that takes care of that little error. Not that it's even, yeah, okay. So no error, that's what it's from. And then I could probably look that up in the code. I'm sure that the code has the code. Okay. Alright, so what we want to do, render text using nanoVG. Okay, so, begin frame, font size. Okay, so each one of these is going to need font face ID. Okay, so we're going to have to put in this data. 1. Text align, fill color. Okay, so we're going to need 2. And then 3. So that's the data that we're going to have to send to the render function. Because we're going to render multiple things, right? We're going to go through this multiple. So if the font size and the fill color are the same, we just need this for each thing. Okay. So 10, 10 to the top left of the screen is 0, 0. Yet another coordinate system. Okay, so they're probably going to be, what, near the bottom? So let's go over to, let's just try this out. 100. We'll go down 900. And we're going to put flower. And then the font size we're going to cut in half. And then we're going to keep the color the same. Let's just try that till we get it. Computer, did you draw it? Is it drawing it? Okay, inventory. Flower. Ooh, so close. So close. So we're just going to move. So where it was 10, that's 100. So we want to move it back probably 50, 60. We could move it down slightly, so one more pixel down. Even that, and should we shrink it just ever so much? That looked like a good whatever, but we want it to be on top of that actual box instead of like, you know, kind of hovering there. Flower, okay, so move it down. Maybe 910 or 905. Let's go 5 because pixels are. Okay, that looks good. So that's flower. Maybe we could center it or move it over just a little bit, like 5 more pixels over, so 55. And then let's put in nvg text vg. Okay, so we want to go, let's just line it up. Let's go 955, I don't know. And for now we're just going to say 1. Actually, can we put the amount of flower in there? That would be really awesome and cool and rad and amazing and everything. Okay, so how do we get the amount in there? That's a, we're just sending in, so the variable, there's a const char string. Okay, hold on. Const char pointer string, excuse me. Please don't be long and convoluted. Please don't be long and convoluted. Oh, nice. STD. Okay, great. Standard template library. Standard library. Okay, replace with your actual value. Convert the GluInt to a STD string. Okay, so STD string amount string equals const char pointer amount C string equals amount string. Okay, so right there. This was way easier than I like. Do you remember doing this before? This took like, it was a rabbit hole, let me tell you. Okay, so convert the GluInt. Alright, hold on. Let's make it look nice. Make it look, come back. Come up, come back, come back. Okay, so std string amount string. Convert amount. Okay, so computer? Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Oh. I thought I saw a pussycat. Total number of items. Oh, did we lose music? The Steam. The Steam. Do we have to reset this whole thing, or is it gonna just go here? Okay. Right. Okay, I like how there's a pause when it's done and I can't scroll or anything. To get the amount of flowers from the m minus vector in your return class, you can enter the vector calculator flower amount, const flower item, if it's flower, get quantity. Okay. Ah, right. Okay, get flower amount. Okay, so wait, that looks good. See if it'll do that. If not, I can. Perfect. With this function, you can pass the name of any item to get the total amount. For example, if you want to get the total amount of flowers, you would call get total amount flower to adjust the condition, and accessor's get name to get quantity to match your actual implementation. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. I like that. I like that. That's nice. Computer. See, that's where ChatGPT is kind of moldable, I guess. That's really cool. So what I wanted to do is fill that in right there. So let's go right here. So in the inventory class, boop, bop, beep, we're going to return an int. We're going to call it a glue int. So get total amount, that's fine. Const string item name. Okay, so now let's go up here. Glue int. Excuse me. Get total amount. Const std string. Is that right? No, the declaration you provided is incorrect. The function should return an int to represent and not a glue int. Here's the correct function. Okay, I'm not worried about that because I want a glue int. Isn't it just that? Do I need that const? I don't know. I'm just going to take that computer. Oh, let's take out this const. I don't want the const. And then now, is that fine? Are we good? All the squigglies are gone? All of the squigglies are gone. Ah, no. So item name, item and items, if get item equals item name, total amount, get quantity, total, return total amount, okay. Oh, but we're going to have a stack, so we really don't need to do that. We can just return this. So actually, hold on, we can modify this further. We can take out total amount right there. We can go like this and just return. See, I don't just blindly do that. I'm ready. And then if it doesn't return within there, then we'll just return. Return, it's a glue in. Let's return 0. Okay. I think that'll work. So now what we want to do is make sure we have the right thing here. So that says flower, but what did we send it in as? Like, what's the name of the thing here? Did we, where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? It's not in here, not in here. Is it, did I, what did I do? Oh, flower. So flower is what we're looking for. And then crystal's the other thing. Okay, so flower and crystal. Ooh, this is cool. You know what I'm going to do after this? Maybe? Okay. I'm not going to tell you yet. Okay, space inventory. Inventory. Where was I at? Render? No. up here. So we're looking for right here. So now we want to call this get total amount. We're just going to say get total amount. We're going to send in flower, right? Amount string equals that, get total amount flower, amount C string is that, everything. Okay, now perfect. So now we just go nvg text. So we're going to go amount C string null PTR. Is that what it's looking for there? Okay. All right. All right, let's try it. See if we broke anything. Is it compile and everything? We got to compile. It's generating the code and everything. Okay. Flower 0. It shows 0. Wait a minute. Is that because I got rid of one? Where's another flower to shoot? It's incrementing it up. It's not showing. Hold on. That's cool. We got it. We got it. We got it. We got. Okay. Oh wait, that's not the one. Not the one I wanted to do. These aren't the droids you're looking for. Give me the mouse back. Thank you. Thank you. These are not the droids you're looking for. Please direct me to the droids I'm looking for. No. No. Okay, so we can fly around now. We got a flower. Did you see that? Did you see it? We got a flower. We got those flowers. There's a flower there. There's 2. 3. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. 3. 4. Okay, so that's perfect. Look at that. Isn't that great? So let's go off of there. Go 5, 6. Go back on 6. Woohoo! Okay, so let's do crystals now. Let's do crystals. So what are we doing in this one? Render nano. So location and text. Look at that. Okay. So I think if we do the crystal, we'll see the pattern, and then we'll just, as we do more inventory items, we will procedurally, programmatically, whatever you want to say, we will calculate that for these. Okay, so that stuff's, this is specific to the flower, and then we want specific for the, okay, hold on. Hold on to the show. So we have the flower, and then we have the crystal, and then, okay, so what we should do, what we could do, what we will do, what I'm going to do right now. Let's just move it over. And each one of them is what, 70 plus a space, so let's try to put it over to 135. And then we're going to call this one crystal, C-R-Y-S-T-A-L. And then we're going to get the amount is, we're going to look for crystal. And then we're going to update it, everything, 135, 905. Let's go 135. That's the only thing I change is the X. Oh, that's right, until you get to the thing. Okay, all right. Oh, fail. We got a fail. Ooh. Amount string. Redefinition. Computer, did you try to redefine? Did you try to redefine? Okay, that's the only thing. That's the only thing. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing. We're generating code. Is it working? Is it working? I can't stand to look. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I'm just kidding. So there we go. We could move them over by another 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20. 10, 20, 3, 2, 1. I don't know. Let's go 45, 50. See if either one of those gets it right. How about that? How about that? How about crystal 0? Oh. The 0 looks like it's a little bit farther over. But now I want the flower one to be over another 5. So this one, I want it to be 60 for the flower one, because I like where the crystal one's at. Okay, all right. Okay, all right, I'm sorry. Caffeine, excited, it's working, it's working, it's working. We got it, it's working. Okay, So let's go to inventory, and then we can still fly around and get crystals. Look at that. So if we get the flower, oh, look at that. That's crazy. Look at that. Now we're crazy now. Now we're crazy. Now we have a working inventory. A working inventory. Okay. We can take that out eventually. Okay. Alright, ending stream. Anybody there? I didn't even see. Nobody there. Okay, that's fine. Close it down. Actually, we'll come back there in a second. Stop this.